leader has just done a 15.11. Fastest lap for Zavala, 15.07. Race start in 90 seconds.
The estimated strength of field is 2,147. There are a lot of points on the table. Be smart and get a good finish.
T-minus 60 seconds. Race starts in 30 seconds. Field strength is 2,100 P12. The track temp is 71 Fahrenheit. The air temp is 69.
Have a good race.
Rolling start, get ready. We need to follow car number 155 in the outside column. The pace car speed is 39 miles per hour.
Yeah. Who hollered? Oh, there you go. I didn't hear you say anything. I didn't know if your iRacing was messed up or something.
you guys hear me in the driver's meeting?
I didn't hear nothing.
That's all right. You know the rules.
Good to race control.
Alright, Wade, get ready.
Field looks good, guys.
Green,
It's all
green,
yours.
green. P9. The car in front of us is now AJ, car number 033, and their rating is 1.9. P12. The gap in front is now 1.05. The next car is Shriek, car number 19, and their rating is 1.3. The guy behind has just done a 15.63. New fastest lap for Widener, 15.40. The guy behind has just done a 15.47. P12. Our refueling window opens on lap 38. It'll close on lap 68. We didn't record pit timings. The fuel estimates are not going to be great. That lap was a 15.42. Good lap. That's your quickest so far. Your lap time was 15.47. Okay, Wade, the next car is Parody, car number 556, and their rating is 1.8. That's a new fastest lap for Michael, 15.27. That last lap was a 15.75. The track temperature's rising. It's now 75 Fahrenheit. The gap to Parody ahead is increasing. It's now 1.11. That lap time was 15.68. The gap in front is now 1.13. The gap to Parody ahead is now 0.88. You've just done a 15.83. That lap was a 15.69. The gap behind is now 0.69. Your last lap time was a 15.81. You've just done a 15.85. That was a 15.93.
Carlo. Still there. You're clear inside.
B13. The gap to P1 behind is now 5.0 seconds, 1 lap in front. The next car is Oliver, car number 978, B license, and their rating is 1.7. The track temp's increasing, it's now 79 Fahrenheit. The gap to Oliver in front is now 1.01. 13th place. The gap to Oliver ahead is now 1.13. The gap to P1 behind is now 4.1. 1 lap ahead. You've just done a 16.10. The gap ahead is now 1.28. The gap to Oliver ahead is increasing. It's now 1.72. That lap was a 16.20. The gap to P1 behind is now 2.8 seconds. 1 lap ahead. Your lap time was a 16.29. The gap to Oliver ahead is now 2.1. That was a 16.34. That lap time was 16.46. The gap to P1 behind is now 1.14. 1 lap ahead. The gap in front is now 2.9 seconds.
inside. You're clear low. Car low. The low side is clear. Car inside. Clear on the inside. There's a car on your inside. You're clear on the inside.
The gap to P12 ahead is increasing. It's now 5.6. The gap to P6 behind is now 0.38. Your last lap time was at 17.27.
You've got a car inside. Clear on the inside. There's a car inside.
Thank you.
You're clear on the low side. Car low. Clear low. Car low. Clear low.
The gap to Oliver ahead is increasing. It's now 7.7 seconds. That was a 17.45. The gap to P10 behind is now 3.2 seconds. One lap ahead. That was a 16.63. Okay, Wade, pit window open. There'll be traffic on the exit, a few seconds behind Widener. The gap to P12 ahead is increasing. It's now 8.2. That lap was a 16.56. You've got half your fuel left. There's damage. The gap to P10 behind is now 1.32, one lap in front. The gap to P12 ahead is now 9.6. P12, you've just done a 16.70. The gap to Oliver in front is now 10 seconds. You've just done a 16.79. The gap to P9 behind is now 0.93, one lap in front. The gap to P11 ahead is now 11 seconds. P12, the car behind it.
Car inside. Clear low. Car inside. Your inside's clear. Car on your low side.
Thank
The
you.
low side is clear.
That lap time was 18.00. The gap to P1 behind is now 2.8 seconds. 2 laps ahead. The gap to Oliver ahead is increasing. It's now 13 seconds. You've just done a 17.02. Your lap time was a 16.90. gap to P1 behind is now 1.102 laps in front. The gap to Oliver ahead is now 13 seconds. Alright Wade, we're halfway home. We estimate 23 laps remaining on this tank. Full course caution, be careful. We've got a full course caution, watch out. Pace car is out, pits are closed. Pace car is out, line up single file behind car 5, 5, 6. The pace car speed is 41 miles per hour. The pace car is in, turn 3. Allow car number 556 to pass. Full course yellow, pits are open. The pace car's in, turn 1. Oliver behind is pitting now. Oliver behind is pitting. The leader, Schrick, is pitting. The pace car is in, turn 3. The pit lane speed limit is 35 miles per hour. Front right, 51%. Left front, 82%.
Okay, punch it. You only have one tire test remaining. They want you.
We need to fall back to the end of the longest line for our penalty. The pace car is in, turn 4. Pits are open. Follow car number 99. In the inside column, we're going green next time by.
Next time by, line up on the inside.
The pace car is in, turn 1.
Focus, catch up, 99, sharp.
Remember, guys, start's on the leader now as long as you're in the start zone.
Okay, Wade, the pace car has just left. Green flag, we're racing. 10th position. The track temperature is falling. It's now 75 Fahrenheit. That lap time was 17.28. The car in front is car number 99 and their rating is 1.3. The gap to B9 in front is now 0.89. That's a new fastest lap for Widener, 15.13. There's a car exiting the pits, heads up. That lap was a 15.94. P10, the gap to car number 99. Ahead is now 1.83. That That lap was a 16.00. The gap to car number 99 ahead is increasing. It's now 2.8.
Car high. Your high side's clear.
Okay, Wade. The next car is Shrek, car number 19, and their rating is 1.3. That last lap was a 15.93.
Car low. Hold that line.
Your lap to
Clear on the inside.
the gap to P9 ahead is increasing. It's now 5.0 seconds. The gap to P1 behind is now 4.3. One lap ahead. The track temperature is increasing. It's now 79 Fahrenheit. The gap ahead is now 5.1. The gap to P9 ahead is now 5.2. The gap to P1 behind is now 3.4 seconds. One lap ahead. The gap in front is now 5.3. That lap was at 16.05. The gap to Shrek in front is now 5.9 seconds. The gap to P1 behind is now 2.3 seconds. 1 lap ahead. That lap time was 16.00. That lap was a 15.93. That lap time was 16.04. The gap to P9 ahead is now 5.8. The gap to P1 behind is now 1.84, 1 lap in front. The gap in front is now 5.8 seconds. You've just done a 16.14. The gap to P1 behind is now 1.07, 1 lap ahead. Okay Wade, you've got half your fuel left. The gap to Schrick in front is now 6.2 seconds. You've just done a 16.23.
Car low. Low side's clear.
The gap to P9 ahead is increasing. It's now 7.3.
Car low.
You've just done a
Clear inside. Car inside. Clear low. Car inside. There's a car inside. You're clear inside.
We've got damage. The gap to 7th position. Behind is now 3.7. 1 lap in front. That was a 16.23. Your last lap time was a 16.36. That lap was a 16.25. The gap to P7 behind is now 2.9 seconds, 1 lap ahead. 2 laps remaining. The gap to P7 behind is now 2.4. 1 lap ahead. White flag, 1 more to go. Widener is the winner.
Nice job, Charlie. It's back-to-back nights. Way to go, buddy.
10th position. Okay, that's the finish. Well done, mate.
I did it.
That's the end of the session. Look out for the pit speed limit.
Good job, everybody. One caution. Bristol. That's pretty good.